Hello guys, it's me Kazuma Kuriyami. This is another video. And I wanted to make this video for a long time because I need to let some shit out, okay? Like I really need to let some shit out. Like a lot of stuff has been happening. But okay. A lot of people I know keep telling me that Jack, you know, you need to learn how to move on. You need to learn that generations pass and you need to learn how to accept the new generation. This is the same thing. Back then, when I was like a freaking kid, like when I was a freaking teenager, like I was like one of those rebellious teens and shit. Now, I was the type of people who would make fun of boomers. It was really funny. But it's only funny when it happens to somebody else. Like, it's not funny if it happens to you. And when I was interacting with, I have a couple of Gen Alpha friends, they're nice, they're fun to be with, but not all of them. Some of them can be really, really annoying, which is, I'm starting to understand how Gen X felt about my generation, or millennials felt about my generation, because, I'm Gen Z, and, I'm an adult now, age 24. By freaking August, I'm going to be a freaking adult. And let me tell you something. Next generation or Gen Alpha. This is not serious, okay? I don't have any hate for any of y'all. I don't hate any of you, okay? We're cool. But I just want to let all this out. I'm just venting. And no one watches my videos a lot, so I could do whatever the frick I want and no one's gonna get in my way. That's the best part. No one's gonna get in my way. I'm not gonna do anything over the top. But let me tell you something, next generation. You guys with your Riz, you guys with your whole internet shenanigans, all you guys with your skibbity toilet, fuck that shit. Back in my day, we got swag, okay? We got swag, we got smosh, all the internet memes. We started it, man. We started it. You guys call yourself, like all of you iPad kids nowadays, like try to use the iPads and stuff. Like you guys use iPads and you guys are like talking about, oh, we're gonna do Fortnite. You guys don't know what it's like in real my generation, man. Back in my day, we had Call of Duty. Back in my day, we got Smosh. And don't even get me started by the anime community, bro. Don't even get me started with that. All of anime, every time I try to ask like Gen Alpha or some next people like who talk about the anime community, I ask them like, what anime are you into? Then they say, oh, you need to get into this. You could try solo leveling. You could try to get into Demon Slayer, which is actually good. Like I have nothing against those anime. Those guys are pretty good. But every time the only time it gets bad for me, the time when I get emotional damage, is when I hear people from Gen Alpha or even people say like, anime is getting better now, and I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Back in my day, we had the original big three: Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. That's all we need. All this new anime stuff, it's fine, but don't you dare say to my face that, anime's getting better now. Back in my day, things were so much better, alright? Like, I'm a fan of a lot of stuff from my generation, like, even in the MLP community. Like, we had Gen 4, which is the best generation for MLP. Nothing compares. I don't even watch MLP anymore. Gen 5 sucks. Oh, there's nothing cool about it. There's no dark jokes. You don't hear any cussing anymore. I try to like Boruto, like an anime, but every time I try to watch it, it sucks. It's not, I mean, it's getting better. I read the manga. It's not the same. It's not the same. People will never know what it's like to watch Orochimaru when he used that Genjutsu when he put his eye down and Sasuke and Sakura are like, no! They're never, kids in these generations never gonna know what it's like. And kids these days are gonna be like, oh, the internet is so slow. Oh, they're like playing all those random apps and they're like addicted to it. I'm like, fuck that shit. Back in my day, we had Club Penguin. Back in my day, we had iCarly, we had the Avatar, man. And I'm not talking about, dude, we have the original Avatar that even until now, people are still watching in Netflix. All the internet slang, all of the LOLs, all of the freaking memes. We started it, man. If there are any Gen Z watching this, now I'm pretty sure no Gen Z is going to watch this. But if you guys know what I'm talking about, type in the comment section because I'm sick of this freaking reality, dude, if I had a freaking time, if I had a time machine, you know what I want to do? I want to go back to my generation. Like, I want to go back to the early days of 2000s, all the way back to 2017. But not 18, because, things went bad. I want to go back to the past, where PlayStation 3 was still a thing, when PS4 was, like, coming out. I'm not even sure I was still in freaking high school back when that shit happened. So many good things happened back then. Naruto was still ongoing. No Boruto yet. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was the day before Naruto Storm Connections was still a thing back in my day. When PewDiePie, PewDiePie and MatPat and, Finance Freddy. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you call real gaming right there. That's what you call real YouTube right now. Things don't just feel the same anymore, man. It doesn't feel the same. Like, every time I try to watch YouTube, like, it's so freaking sad. Kids these days will never understand. When they watch a video on YouTube, they'll never get a chance to watch the most disliked video on YouTube, which used to be Justin Bieber's Baby. Ah! It used to be the baby, baby, baby song of Justin Bieber. They will never know what that's like. Like, oh, damn. Back in my day, when you press the dislike button, you used to see all of the dislikes, which is freaking hilarious. But, like, there's so many things. Kids these days will never know what Omegle is like. Dude, that's just freaking sad. Omegle is a big part of my freaking childhood. Now it's not even there anymore. Oh, God. Like, there's so many things that disappear, like Java, like the games, and freaking Facebook used to have games. The games that used to be on Facebook, they just imported out and became part of Steam now. I used to play Ninja Legends, which used to be Ninja Saga back in my day. If you guys know what that is, you guys are legends. But many people will not understand any of my freaking references, which is just so freaking sad. Like, it's just so freaking sad. And even nowadays, like, I see people in the anime community, like, they're saying, oh, Dragon Ball Daima. Daima, I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I watch it, it's fine, but it's no GT. Like, I'd rather watch GT. I would honestly watch Dragon Ball Z Kai or Super. Like, that's just way better. But, dude, it's not the same. Like, it's just not freaking the same anymore, man. Like, back, so many things were not even in the gaming community, man. Gaming used to be more than just graphics. It was about plot. It was about character selection themes. It was about being creative. Nowadays, it's just more like gimmicky bullshit for rich people. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It used to be so passionate, and the more annoying part is I want to go talk about Gen Alpha. I don't hate y'all, but, yeah, I gotta admit, you do some stuff that really annoys the hell out of me. I hear a lot of Gen Alpha calling themselves gamers. They say, oh, I'm a gamer, and I ask them, really? Sure, so, you're waiting for the new, Call of Duty Black Ops, or, have you heard about Red Redemption 2? And you know what they say? No, I just play on my phone. And I'm like, that doesn't make you a gamer, bro. That doesn't make you a gamer. That's not what a gamer is. A real gamer is somebody who understands Nintendo, Xbox, the culture, the history, everything. Dude, music's different, shows are different. It's not the same anymore, man. So people tell me, Jack, you need to move on. You need to go on with the next generation. No! I'm going to go stick with my generation. I'm going to go stick to I'm not updating any of this. Windows 10 is still the best. I don't like Windows 11. Windows 10 used to be so cool. There used to be voice commands for Windows 10. If you guys know that, you guys are also legends. It used to have it, but they removed that build. I don't know why. Everything is just wrong. Back in my generation, Apple used to be so cool back when Steve Jobs used to own it. My family and like other people, like a lot of people from what I know back in the day, we would collect Apple products because Apple products was actually innovative. They're not plagiarizing the same item over and repeat. But nowadays, it's the same thing. It's more rational to buy Android nowadays than freaking Apple. Unless you're in it for the graphics, like if you're into you go for Apple then. But it's not the same. Back in my day, like you have to buy Apple because they're the only ones who are selling Siri and all those cool stuff. Like if you want to play freaking Angry Birds, like you got no choice but to get an iPhone. But now you can just get that on any Android phone and even does it better because Android, objectively has better gaming, in my opinion. I say objectively because there are not a lot of cool freaking games that you could play in freaking Apple products or Apple phones. It just doesn't work on iPhones. It just doesn't work. Things were so much better back in my day, dude. I really miss the old generation. I miss iCarly. I miss Big Time Rush, The Avatar, Ben 10. It really pisses me off when I ask Gen Alpha, you guys know who Ben Tennyson is? And they're like, who's that? And I'm like, how dare you? That's like a mortal sin to me. You don't know who Ben Tennyson is? Like, Pokemon's not even the same anymore. They're just remaking shit from my generation because they know it sells. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, that shit hit hard in my generation. Because we kept playing it. Like, so many things were so much better back in my day. Like, I really admit, people don't know what Vine is. People know what TikTok is. TikTok is fine. I have nothing wrong with TikTok. But back in my day, we used to have Vine. It used to be a thing. People don't know what Vine is anymore. It's just sad. It's just freaking sad. I haven't even talked about the movies yet. Like, oh my. I miss so many things from my freaking generation. Like, so many things were so much better. DDLC. We're talking about Naruto, Death Note, emo culture, edgelord culture. Like, so many cool things in my generation. And it even pisses me off, because you want to know why. I still watch Koreaboo, Weeaboo cringe, or emo cringe. And then I always look at the dates. And then I just realize every single person in those cringe compilations are now adults. And I'm like, oh my god, that hurts. That hurts. All of the people we used to make fun of back in the early 2000s, the early 2000 videos when we watch cringe compilations of weeaboos, Koreaboos, or freaking emo cringe, or whatever the frick you could come up with. Every single one of them used to be from my generation, who are now adults in 2025, living normal lives. And they don't even act like the way they do back in the cringe compilation. Dude, that's just sad. Like, right now I'm acting wacky, but, I still have work to do. I just got out of a freaking sickness. Like, dude, it's just so sad. So many things were, like, so much better back in my generation. That's my opinion. Like, every freaking adult has that analysis. I don't know, man. Music used to hit different. Internet was not just about freaking brain rot. And your parents nowadays saying that's the internet. That's not true. We were the first internet kids. My generation was the first internet kids. We turned out fine. We turned out alright. We turned out alright. We still know how to manage our stuff. Dude, so many things change. I miss the old days, man. I miss the old days. I know that they're bringing those stuff back. I heard like Phineas and Ferb is coming back. Like, yeah, that's good. They're bringing back Gumball, all sorts of stuff. I'm like, damn, you better bring those stuff back. Those stuff were awesome. Those stuff were my freaking childhood. Dude, I really wish that this generation, or I don't know, actually, of course, it's not going to change. Like, reality's just reality. I'm not going to go move on from the early 2000s, man. Fuck that shit. I stick to my gen. My gen is a gem. That's what I believe. The gaming, the culture, the everything. Kids in my days, we were already exposed to smartphones, but we weren't using them too much. I remember as a freaking kid, like, smartphones and Siri existed already, but we weren't playing with it too much. We still played with PSPs, Nintendo DS, or let's see, the Wii U, but you had to play that indoors. PS Vita, so many things you could do. Even the Nintendo Switch now is considered old. Yeah, Nintendo Switch is considered old now. There's literally a Nintendo Switch 2. Which I'm still trying to think if I should buy it or not. Because I still want to go buy a jailbroken OLED. I only have PlayStation 1 all the way to PlayStation 4. Yeah, I only have PlayStation 4. I'm sort of thinking if I should buy a PS5. But I feel like I don't want to. Because what's the point? What's the point? I mean, if people are going to tell me, why don't you want to play Tekken 8? I like Tekken 8 for plot reasons, but in gameplay wise, I don't like it. It doesn't feel right. Since when does Tekken have guns and shit? Since when does Tekken have Final Fantasy Rush type gameplay? That's not what Tekken stands for. The original culture of Tekken is about hand-to-hand combat in a realistic manner. It's about strategy. It's about guarding and attacking at the precise moment. It's just different, man. Back in my day when we played Tekken 6, you know, I can't believe it. Every time I play Tekken 6, I can't believe it. I can't believe that game's old now. I didn't even know there's like a thing even more than HD. I thought HD was already the peak of graphics, but apparently there's something way more than HD, like 4K graphics. Like, damn. I used to remember when the RTX, I forgot the freaking old graphics card. I still have that from my computer. There used to be a graphics card back in my day. Once you have it, like, you were the cool kid. You're the cool kid if you have this graphics card, if you have this PC. And I have every single one of those games. And now you're supposed to tell me those shit is outdated and I have to get the new one? I'm like, fuck, bro. What the hell? There's so many things in my gen that change, man. I mean, not all of it's bad. Like, Jujutsu Kaisen is fine. You know, Jujutsu Kaisen's fine. I love Gato, man. I freaking love Gato. That guy's my favorite character. What else do I like? So many things were better back in my generation. I hate this new generation. It sucks. I hate it. I like the old one better. I like the old one better. The old one's better. But, you know, Karate Kid, Cobra Kai. I already watched the Karate Kid Legends. You guys should watch that. It's actually pretty good. I watched it. I watched it with my younger brother. I didn't post a video. Oh, man. I don't know what to say, guys. Like, it's just so sad. If there are any Gen Z guys like watching this video, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Like I said, I don't hate Gen Alpha. I just don't like a lot of things in this generation. Many of the stuff I collect are still from my generation. You don't see me collecting like Gen Alpha stuff. You don't see me do that. My humor hasn't really changed. It's still from, you know, Gen Z. I try to get into Gen Alpha culture, man, but it just doesn't feel right. Like, it doesn't feel right at all. It just doesn't feel right. Like, anime hit different back in my day. It was about plot. It was about freaking plot. It was about the deep culture. It was about understanding, you know, it's about being cool, but, you know, doing it in a way where it doesn't become petty. Nowadays, like, I feel like it's all being petty. The whole internet memes, the whole... Back in my day, there's no such thing as a freaking Chad. Back in my day, you just date, that's it, you just do it. There's no such thing as, like, alpha male, sigma male. That shit didn't exist in my day. Back in my day, you know, when I was, like, 15 years old, 16, there's no such thing as a freaking Chad or whatever. You just freaking date. That's it. That's it. If you're able to do it, people just say you're the man. That's it. Very simple, you know, very simple. Oh, man. I still remember when Pokemon X and Y used to be such a big deal. I remember when Pokemon Black and White was still cool. I remember, like, if I have a Nintendo DS or a 3DS, like, people would be like, damn. I remember, like, so many things, like Steven Universe, like, all the culture from Gen Z. It used to be so much better. Oh, I miss this. I miss the old generation, bro. I miss when, you know, when K-drama used to be... BTS back then, like, they were cool. They were cool then, they're still cool now. I miss the OG YouTubers like Markiplier, Matt Pat. Smosh is still going, so yeah, I have no complaints there, but everything just feels wrong. The music, the media, the anime, the gaming, very different. I hate that for every fucking game I have to purchase, I always have to get the DLC, I always have to get it patched. Like, screw that shit. Back in my day, when I had a PlayStation 2, you just buy the game, then you get it. That simple. And I don't even see a freaking Dragon Ball Z game that can beat Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 2 or 3. I mean, Dragon Ball Zero, You know, I heard a new one. I haven't gotten that yet, but I heard it's really good. I'm gonna go get that. The Kakarot game is fine. It's fine. I have no complaint there. The Dragon Ball Super Broly, it's fine. It's actually okay. This doesn't make any sense. Many of the stuff I still keep is still from my generation. Like, damn. I miss the good old days when Yandere Simulator used to be something I looked forward to. Before I found like Yandere Dev is a prick. Back in my day, I used to look up to Yandere Dev. I always felt like he was a good guy. I always support his channel. I would even throw in a bit of money sometimes for Yandere Dev. You know, it's one of the reasons why I wanted to go. I cosplayed Okaruto with Senpai and Yandere-chan. Like, there's so many characters I used to like. It's just so sad. It even blows my mind, like, people nowadays have the audacity to say they're a gamer. And if you ask them basic questions about Call of Duty, ask them about 2K, you know, NBA 2K, if you try to ask them about Skyrim, they don't understand any of it. And I'm like, how dare you call yourself a gamer? Like, if I try to ask them about the console wars, about Nintendo, they don't know anything about that. They don't even know about the classics like GTA San Andreas, and they have the audacity to call themselves a freaking gamer. I still use this, dude. I still use PlayStation 4 controller. I still use these guys. These guys are still my best gaming buddies. It's never gonna change. I still love the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 3. I still, those are still the best. Even my favorite voice actors are dead. So many cool voice actors are gone. So many things I miss in my generation. But anyways, I'm still trying out the new generation. Like, I'm not really fully delusional. I'm still going for the new gen, I guess. Star Wars. Star Wars back then used to be so cool. People be hating on the prequels, but now, when they grow old, they realize that everything in the prequels was absolutely fucking perfect. Anakin Skywalker, Darth Maul, the Clone Wars, like, damn. I remember that shit. That shit hit hard. Like, it used to be so different. Like, Star Wars before, it wasn't about the woke culture. Back in my day, LGBT community exists, but there's no woke culture. Yeah, there's an era of such thing. There's an era back in 2010 to 2015, I remember it. LGBT was a thing, but there's no such thing as woke. I mean, there were a bunch of crazy people, like, crazy people never leave any generation, but it wasn't that bad until today, where woke people would go crazy over petty nonsense. Back then, they just coexisted in peace. Like, so many things were different back in my gen. Like, so many things were different. Like, the anime was different. People don't talk about Tokyo Ghoul anymore. People don't talk about Death Note anymore. People don't talk about Doki Doki Literature Club anymore. People don't talk about Naruto anymore. They even power scale everything wrong. They just say, oh, the new one's better, the new one's better. And I'm like, no, it's not. The old one's better. It sucks. Anyways, enough nonsense. I'm gonna go post this. If you guys want to see me do this weird rants and you guys find this entertaining, I'm gonna go make more of these rants. Type what you guys think about my rants. You can type comments in the comment section below. Leave a like on this video if you think it's cool. If not, you guys can roast me. I don't care. I still go, I'm a freaking adult. Like, I'm acting wacky right now for the purpose of making funny. But in all honesty, like, I'm still going to try the new stuff from Gen Alpha. I'm still gonna try to look forward to. I already, if GTA 6 is coming out, I'm planning to get a pre-order on Steam, so that way I could be the first. We need to say first, but one of the early people to play it. I've been aching to get GTA 6 come out this year, and it's still not coming out. Rockstar, do your job. Come on. I just want to play me some GTA 6. I don't even have my girlfriend anymore. That's the only thing I have, along with my all other cool stuff. Give me GTA 6. I want GTA 6 back, man. I want GTA 6. I want that shit, bro. Okay. And that's enough for the rant. Rant's over, guys. Have a nice day. Name's Kazuma Kuriyami, and goodbye, guys. Wish you the best, and expect more content. Bye, guys. Also, bye, guys. Wish you the best.